Hey there guys, welcome back to another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming-Grats. Today we're going to be battling it out on the new GHB General's Handbook Pitch Battle 2022-2023, and we're going to be playing the NIDUS paths. So in this unique mission, we got 4 objectives, kind of one in each corner of the battlefield, and then in this objective, you can teleport from the opposite corners, so from like NIDUS Path B to the opposite corner here, and then A to A as well. So little unique teleportation mechanic for some armies that don't possibly have relocation. Could be really handy for them to use. And here we'll be battling out in our still Gur Wasteland. Have to get it ready for our new realm engine here where we take place in the new General's Handbook. We've got our 4 objectives here, and we'll be battling it out, Jesse and I. And let's take a look at those armies. Hey there guys, today I'm going to be churning out the new and improved Skaven. A really big fan of this new Battletome. A lot of things I like to use at my Skaven list. Got some nice improvements. A lot of things stay very similar. Slight alterations on some things like spells or just the wording of things. But overall, I still think a really great improvement for Skaven. So today my grand strategy will be No Place for the Weak. My triumph is Inspired. So No Place for the Weak is I'm making sure there are no battle line at the end of the match in my opponent's army, which might be a bit of work today because there are a lot of bodies in Jesse's list, but we'll see how that plays out. Starting off, we have my Gracier on Screaming Bell. He's going to be taking the spell Death Frenzy, and he's actually not going to be my general today. My general will be the Verminlord Warpseer, and he's going to be taking the command trait Master of Magic, letting him reroll his casting and unbinding, and then he's taking the Skavenbrew, which instead of previously was once per game, is now once per turn, so he can every turn give a unit +1 attack. They just have to suffer D3 mortal wounds. But with Clanrats at the end of every battle shot getting D3 models back, that's a pretty great trade-off to constantly give those guys +1 attack if I can. For his extra spell, he'll be taking Flaming Weapon to get his glaive up to 3 damage. And then also we have a Warlock Bombardier with the spell More and More Warp Power, which is now only +1 to hit and wound instead of reroll all hits and wounds. So not as great, but still really awesome. And then also we have a Deathmaster who will be hiding in one of these units of Clanrats. Then for my battle line, I have a 40 blob of Clanrats with the swords, and then a 20 unit of Clanrats with swords again. Because of the new way of the strength in numbers, for every 10 models, Skaven get +1 inch to their attack range in melee up to a max of 3 inches. So the unit of 40 is getting +3 inches. So those are 4-inch reaching swords. So even if I'm like 2 or 3 rows deep, I can probably get out all my Clanrats attacking, which is really awesome. And then since we have a Deathmaster, we can make our unit of Gutter Runners, which I've reinforced twice, up to 15, a unit of battle line option as well. So hopefully those guys being able to outflank might be able to get at one of Jesse's heroes early on and snipe them out. Also, as always, never leave home without my Warplock Jezzails, reinforced once. And then my favorite model, the Warp Lightning Cannon, just because this guy's so fun to see if he can blow himself up. For my battalions, I'm taking the Expert Conquerors with my 3 battle lines, so just making those guys count as 3 on objectives. And then my Command Entourage, giving myself the extra Relic, which actually was on my Deathmaster, and he's taking the ability to, once per game, redeploy anywhere on the battlefield 9 inches. And that's going to be it at 1980. Let's go take a look at Jesse's list.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be bringing back my Nighthaunt. Really excited to try out the new GHB, having basically my blade guys be able to fight 2 rows deep. It's going to give them way more damage output for the points, which is, can't really complain, especially since they do mortal wounds on the charge. So super excited to try that out. So kind of running down the list, I've got taking the sub-faction Scarlet Doom. So again, whenever my blade guys charge, they get to do mortal wounds on the charge. So it makes it pretty spicy that way. Starting off with my general, I have a Guardian of Souls who has the command trait Ruler of the Spirit Hosts. So if a unit of like one of my battle lines dies, I get to, on a 4+ bring it back to life at half strength. He's also got the spell Seal of Shyesh, so given a unit of 5+ ward save. My next hero is going to be a Spirit Torment who has the artifact Arcane Tome with the spell Spectral Tether, so letting him teleport around, letting him kind of bring back models to units. So at the end of the combat phase, he gets to bring back 3 models to a unit within, I think, 12 inches of him. So trying to get him around the table anywhere I need to re-up some models. I've also got a Cool Gas Cruciator, just for a little bit of defensive action. Just had a little bit of extra points, so decided to throw him in. And then going over my battalions, I have the Expert Conquerors battalion, so that'll be my 3 units in the back. So I've got a unit of 10 Bladegeist, unit of 10 Chainrats, and then another unit of 10 Bladegeist. And they're just going to be counting as extra models on objectives. So that's going to be pretty fun to try out. And then for my other one, I've got Bounty Hunters. So my units of 20 Bladegeist are going to be my Bounty Hunters. So anytime they fight a Galatian unit, they get +1 to damage on their weapons, which is pretty good, I think, in this edition. Or in this edition of the GHB. I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be taking Galatian veteran units. So having those just slice through them is going to be pretty spicy, I think. And so that rounds me up to 1925. So I will get the Triumph. And I will be taking the one +1 to wound, inspired. So that'll be, that'll be my list for today. So hopefully we can take out some dirty rats.
All right, so after deployment, my Skaven deploying, kind of castling up a bit here in the corner. Got my objective under my Warpseer there. Clanrats over on the right, big unit of 40, kind of spread out, 20 in front, 20 in behind. My Jezzails and my Warp Lightning Cannon with my Warlock Bombardier sitting nicely to my Gnawhole. And then my Night Runners with the Deathmaster, or the Night Runners are in reserve, ready to outflank. And then my Deathmaster is hiding somewhere in one of these units of Clanrats. Unfortunately, he can't go in the Night Runners unit. He can go into a Gutter Runners unit. And then we have Jesse's Nighthaunt hordes all over everywhere here. All the heroes bunched up here by the bell, trying to stay hidden and out of sight. I think they definitely are out of range of the Jezzails to start.
I think he was in range, but I think I tried to make it so these two weren't.
Yeah, so maybe just one might get sniped at, but still. I had the one less drop, essentially, I think it was, than Jesse, so I do get to choose who's going to be going first, and I will be letting Nighthaunt take the first turn here. So we'll get into Nighthaunt. Turn 1, here we go. All right, so turn 1 hero phase for Nighthaunt. What are we going to be doing, Jesse?
So just to start off, I did remove unit of 10 Bladegeists, my general, and the unit of Chain Rasps just to deep strike them.
Yep.
Probably going to hold them this turn and save them for later. But for my battle tactic, I'm going to be choosing against the odds. So pick one unit from your starter army on the battlefield. You complete this battle tactic at the end of the turn. Any models from that unit are contesting an objective you control, and that objective are not being contested by any enemy Galatian veteran models. So pretty easy first one. Patrick kind of was talking about that.
Yeah, you can just kind of start off by getting the one that you already have secured, as long as your opponent doesn't push onto yours. If this, like for me going second, unless Jesse gets on this one, I can do that battle tactic in my first turn as well. So easy battle tactic for the first one, but then it's definitely going to get a bit harder for them.
Yeah, so we'll read out the battle tactics just for the first time in this game, just so that anyone who doesn't have the new GHB can know what we're planning as well.
Yeah.
And then for heroic action, I'm just going to be trying to get a command point on the Cruel Gas Cruciator. Okay. So on a 5, so he gets it.
He gets it. I will try and get one on my Gracier. He will get it as well.
All right. And then I guess I'll just and then my Chain Gas will just cast, charge an Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
Just in case.
So he gets that with a 9. I think I'm out of range, so we'll just let that go.
Oh, he's in range if he's a caster.
All right, we'll get one more.
Might as well, maybe.
And see it. Nope. So it gets an Arcane Bolt.
Cool. So that'll be my hero phase. So I'm going to move to Nighthaunt movement phase.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so everybody from Jesse's Nighthaunt army kind of moving up, getting into a better position. Not having to be worried about moving too close to the Gnawhole now. They don't cause any damage to enemy combatants. So Jesse's heroes and a unit of Bladegeist moving over here. Big unit moving up into the center. This other unit of 20 flying over and securing the far objective. And the unit of 10 just kind of moving up ever so slightly, still on the objective. And then Jesse's all units in reserve are staying up in reserve.
So I just use, just so everyone's aware, I use the auto 6 on this one.
Yeah.
Just so you know which unit I'm using that on.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and then he ran these guys here, but everyone kind of got not so great runs, so they just moved up ever so slightly. So there's not going to be any charges. And so we're going to get right into Skaven turn 1. Oh, and then I guess, sorry, just really quickly, scoring for Nighthaunt for the turn would be score 1, score 2, score more, because Jesse has 3 of the objectives. The objective I would have made, the Conqueror one, would have been my own just for this one, because I did go second, so remember I get to decide which objective is the Conqueror one. It would have been this one here, just because making it one of the far ones really doesn't matter, because all of Jesse's units are Galatian veterans, so I can't really stop him from securing one of these. But yeah, so Jesse's going to get score 1, score 2, score more, and his battle tactic for 5 points for Nighthaunt turn 1. All right, so turn 1 battle tactic for Skaven, again, is going to be against all odds, just like Jesse. So securing this objective here, pretty much guaranteeing my first battle tactic. But then again, as I said before, it's these new battle tactics in the GHB definitely are a lot harder to achieve this season. So after this first one, it's definitely might see us giving up some of these tactics. That's it for my tactic. Hero action, I'm going to try and get a command point on my general. So on a 4+, he's not going to get it.
Try to get one on... we'll go on the Cruel Ghast.
On the Cruel Ghast, get it.
Gets it again.
Gets it. Perfect. And then let's get into, first, my Peel of Doom for my Grey Seer. So we get a 6. So at the end of the hero phase, every enemy unit within 13 inches on a 4+ suffers D3 mortal wounds. So do have the chance maybe if I teleport him through the Gnawhole, but it seems like a crazy idea just to get more out of that. So we might be able to just get this unit up front here. So that is going to be his Peel of Doom effect for this turn. Then for casting, I'm going to start with my general. He's going to start with the dreaded Warp Gaze onto the unit right in front. So looking for an 8. He gets it on an 8. Yes, you've got a few denies.
Don't think so. The only cipher has casters.
Yeah, it's on my general here. So yeah, definitely in range.
Give it a go.
Nope, so it goes off. So this is D6 mortal wounds, and that'll be 4 mortal wounds on the unit of blade guys. As always, 6 up ward. Nope, so it's going to bring 4 down. And then they also have their run and charge rolls halved, and they cannot fly until my next hero phase. So really great effect on this unit here. And then he's also going to cast a Flaming Weapon. So he gets that with an 8. Okay. So he's got +1 damage on his glaive. Then my Warlock Bombardier is going to cast Mystic Shield on my general. So that's a fail. And then the Grey Seer, he is going to do Death Frenzy on the big unit of 40 Clanrats. So looking for a 7. And he gets a 9,
just barely.
Because he has +2.
Oh, I guess he's got the plus. So.
Yeah, so he gets that with a 9. So those guys can fight and pile in and fight when they are killed, which is really great. And then I guess I think he's just out of range for his regular spell, so he's just going to charge an Arcane Bolt. And he gets that with a 12. So he's got an Arcane Bolt stored as well. And then that is going to be it for my hero phase. So I'm just going to quickly measure. Don't even know if any of these guys are within 13 inches. Yeah, they are not. So
okay for now.
Nothing from the Peel of Doom. And we're going to get right into Skaven turn 1 movement phase. Actually, also just remembering, before I end my hero phase, I'm going to put Skavenbrew on the big unit of Clanrats from my general there. So they're going to take D3 mortal wounds. So 2 of those guys are going to flee, but they're going to get the +1 attack there, just so you guys know what we're doing there. All right, so here we are, Skaven at the end of turn 1 movement phase. Everybody kind of moving up. Skaven here advancing, just kind of repositioning to help block the Grey Seer here. Might be able to charge these Clanrats in over here with my general. Moving up my Scryer little detachment here. Also, nope, forgot to point out, I guess at the start of the game, I got 3 extra sparks, so I have 6 sparks for my Warlock Bombardier to dish out this game. And then my Master of Murder, so my Eshin reroll hits and wounds would have been against Jesse's general. Of course, that's why he's hiding from us. But then we're doing all that. And then moving everybody up here. Oh, sorry, we cut out there. So just with my general on the far side here, and then my Night Runner is appearing just in the back here. A few of them actually towing on the objective here. So hopefully if we can kill off some of Jesse's guys here, we might be able to snag this objective here without having to charge in. All right, so then we're going to get into the shooting phase. Going to start off with the awesome Warp Lightning Cannon. And as always, we are going to turn him up to 11. So he's going to get to roll 12 dice. And we're going to see what power level he gets. So we want to roll low here.
That's
so we get a 1. So that is going to be 12 mortal wounds guaranteed on those guys. But I still roll it out just to see how much damage he might inflict upon himself. So now I don't want to see 1s here. So there are 2 1s. So he's going to take 2d3 mortal wounds. So he's going to take 2 mortal wounds on that.
Good value.
Yep, absolutely. 2 for 12. I'll take that trade any day. So that's going to be 12 mortal wounds on that unit of 20.
All right.
Let's see the ward save. We got 1, so that is going to be 11 down. Whew, that is
shredded him.
Heck of a shot from the Warp Lightning Cannon to start things off.
The front unit here?
Yeah, just into the unit in the center here. So yeah, with the Warp Gaze, I think we killed like 4 before. That's 15 of that unit gone. And then I think we're going to try and finish them off with the Jezzails. I did move them ever so slightly up just to kind of make sure they're staying near, and cracking the spark to give them the +1 damage, and to himself as well. Can't increase the damage on the Warp Lightning Cannon, unfortunately. That'd be a little ridiculous. But so we're going to get those guys and see if we can't finish off those. I guess I shall do it with the Warlock actually first, because he has his rocket launcher, and we're going to see if he can get lucky by turning it up to 11 for the 2d6 damage. So hitting on a 4+, I'll actually give him all out attack to see if he can do it. So on a 3+, nope. So he misses, but he doesn't blow himself up on a 1. So the rocket misses, and then we'll go and make the Jezzails, try and finish them off. So 6 shots, and hitting on 3s. Didn't do more warp power, just because I didn't want to inflict the damage yet. And then wounding on 3s. So that's going to be 3 at -2. But we are fighting ghosts, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Look for 4s. Hey,
stopped it all. That would have been 6
right through
damage, and that would have finished off the unit there. And then we're just going to go to the Night Runners there. Those guys get a wicked, I'm pretty sure it is now, 3 shots per guy. And we're hitting on 4s and 4s, but 6s to hit do mortal wounds. So that's what we're really going to be looking here for. So with 15 guys, we're just going to have to pause for 1 second and grab a boatload of dice here. All right, so Night Runners, trying to finish off this unit of 10 here. We got...
So I'm going to use my Discorporate on them.
Yeah, to give yourself the 5-up ward there.
Yep.
And we've already used all out attack, so here we go. Hitting on 4s, but all we want to see is 6s. Whoa, try and roll these.
Now that's a fistful.
Yeah. Oh. Cocked ones there. I don't see too many 6s, but... Oh, maybe I do. Pull out the 6s first. 7, 8. Yeah, 8 mortal wounds so far. And then take out the bad stuff here. Pretty sure that... Oh, there's another one. Oh, and there's another one.
Sneaking in there.
Always sneaky. All blended. Alright. See if I can get all these. Nope, I'm going to do them 2. And on 4s here. Alright, so that's going to be 4, 8, 12 on your armor.
For 4s, hey, that's not too bad. Could have been
better. So then those plus the other 8. So
now looking for
5s.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
So
there's
one left.
So we will steal the objective because those are both of our Conqueror style units, right? So they're counting as 3. But with only 1 left, and I have more than 1 guy there, so we are definitely going to secure that one as well. But that is going to be it for the shooting phase. So we're going to go right into the charges. And I'm going to start with my general. And since I do have 3 Master Clan units, I can use the Master Manipulator's ability where I can share the first charge roll that I use. Since I have, right, he counts as 2 Master Clan, and I have a 3rd Master Clan giving me the Master Manipulator's rule here. Didn't need to use it for the run yet, and then, well, maybe get some extra pile-ins with the extra scurry ability. But going to start with the general because he has the extra, or no, I didn't get the extra command point with him, but I'm going to see because if we re-roll it and we get it high, then we can use it. So look for a high roll, so 10. So I will keep that, so I can use a 10-inch charge for everyone else's charges, which I think will guarantee the other charges that I want to get in, which is the 40 blob supporting my general over here. And then I think even with them now getting away, we'll just double check these guys here real quick. If it's within 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so those guys are going to pile in and get at that last one there. So we'll show you where those guys all end up. All right, so end of the charge phase. Night Runners piling in, getting ready to finish off that last blade guys. Clanrats all moving up, getting ready to swarm in here. General on the edge, ready to pile in and get at that annoying character there. But first we get our monstrous action, so we're actually going to roar at the blade guys here. Just want to stop that discorporate. No, we don't get it. So those guys will definitely get their 5-up ward. I'm sure Jesse will use on them. But I'm actually going to go with my general first, who we've already seen can pile in 3. And then what that also allows me to do is everyone else can now also do a little pile in there. So I'm just going to quickly do that off camera to shuffle some of these Clanrats in a little bit closer. All right, so just piling those guys in a little bit closer, making sure they're wholly within 13 inches of my general, because then he kicks up their bravery to 10 instead of their very low 4. But going with him first, just so I can help get rid of the -1 wound here. I know Jesse's going to get to attack back with a lot of blade glice into my Clanrats, but with Death Frenzy, I'm kind of okay with it because they'll all get to at least attack once. So we'll just hope Jesse doesn't roll so well. So going in, all-out attack on his hero here. So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, all hit, and would be wounding on 2s, but Jesse has the -1 to wound aura on that character, so wounding on 3s. Oof, killed 2 of them. So 3 through.
All right, so 3 4-up saves.
Oh,
that hurts.
Oh, that's insane. All right, so going to Jesse's attack back.
Calculate how many I got here.
Sure, yeah, and then pile in here and see how many guys are going to fight. All right, so after piling in, Jesse's able to get everybody except for 2 of them, because now the new awesome ability, he gets to actually fight 2 rows deep with guys within ½ an inch of guys fighting in combat. So really awesome for these blade guys with their only 1 inch reach.
3s. Sure, there.
And all out defense.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Try and survive this.
It's going to hurt because they're the bounty hunters too.
Yeah, so these are 2 damage each.
Oh, so like these 6s.
Because those are just auto wounds, right?
Yeah.
And then 3s.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, what do we got here? I'll just roll these. Yeah. Make it a little easier. I'll do this one too. So with +1, -1, back 4 up, back up to 5 up. Not so great to start. Yeah, not so great. So I'm just gonna take out the good stuff here. But that is a lot. 4, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15. So that's actually 30 damage. Yeah. So we're going to use 30 Clanrats there. I'll pick those up and we'll see what's left. All right, I guess before moving them, we get to pile in and Death Frenzy anyway. So we're going to get with our Skavenbrew, they're all going to get 2 attacks. So 30 down. So we're still going to get our 60 attacks here. So a lot in my hand here, but we still got a bit more. Oh, 1 fell. We got to go with it. So we're hitting on 4s. Try and take these guys off top. And the extras. All right, so taking out lots of misses.
4s?
Yeah, 4+, yeah. And because right with everyone with 4-inch reach, before they get to fall away, we'd still get our bonus in numbers here. Oh.
Oops. This one was one. Flipped it.
All right.
And then -1 to wound.
Ooh, 5s now. These guys. Oh, it's gonna kill a bunch with the 4s. Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Glad I had him there.
So only 6 damage. Fails 4.
And Scorporate. I did
Fails 4.
declare it off camera. Didn't matter.
Yeah. Gave him nothing there. That's going to be it for those guys. So they get to fight. And then we do have all of the Night Runners there. But we just decided Jesse's guys just going to absolutely be gone.
There's no shot he makes that.
So the only fight them back is for Jesse's
Cruel
Gas. I always forget this guy's name. So
He's
he can
gonna
pile in and absolutely fight here.
And use all his attack.
Here it comes.
Might as well.
Yeah, I do get the always +1 to my save from his orb.
2s. 3s. So 2 at -2, actually.
-2, so +1, -1, or -2, so back up to 5s. Go through.
Just 1 damage each.
And then 5 upward.
Oh, sorry, 2 damage each.
Okay, so fails first 2 and stops 1. So takes 3 damage.
All right.
Not too shabby. And then we got 10, well, I guess I lost 2 before, so the 8 remaining Clanrats. So we're going to get 16 more attacks from these guys. Hitting on 4s. Got lost there. It's not too shabby. But then 5s again because of the -1 to wound. It's only 2 more into the guys.
2 more.
2 more. 5 ups.
2 more.
2 more. Perfect. Wow, we got at least they killed 6 of them. But so they're with only going to be 8 left. But within range of the objective, they are the ×3 unit. So I will scoop the objective again. At least that's the counter between these 2 battalions, right? The extra damage for killing these guys, but my guys are worth quite a bit, so we can help secure much easier. Mm-hmm. So that will get me the score 1, score 2, score more, plus my battle tactic for 5 points. So that will be 5 points for Skaven this turn. And then I will absolutely auto-pass morale on these Clanrats so they can stick around. And then they're going to get D3 guys back. So we're going to get 2 back, and we're going to go back up to 10.
So I get 3 back from having him there?
Yep.
Just gives 3 back in the end of the combat phase.
Perfect. So everybody's getting a little bit of stand back up. And then we're going to go to the, I think, quite important priority roll. It's E6. Oh.
Thank you for calling my 6.
Not where I want to see it. So Nighthaunt's choice. Are Skaven getting a double turn?
No.
No double turn. All right, so we'll get to Nighthaunt turn 2 hero phase, and I got to decide which objective I want to be the presence. But again, I don't think it's going to matter because so many Galatian veteran units. But we'll be back with Nighthaunt turn 2 hero phase. All right, so turn 2 Nighthaunt hero phase. What are we doing, Jesse?
So we're going to go for the battle tactic Eye for an Eye. So complete this battle tactic if 1 or more friendly units were destroyed in the previous turn, and 1 or more enemy units are destroyed during this turn. So pretty easy to do, considering he decimated my unit at 10 there. So hopefully going to be able to get that pretty easily. For heroic actions, I'm just going to be trying to get a command point on my Cruel Ghast again.
Yep.
So he gets that, no problem.
I think we want one on my general over there. Nope, he does not get one.
And then for casting, we're going to use the Arcane Tome to use, I think it's called Spectral Tether. So we're going to try and teleport him.
Okay.
So on a 4, gets it on a 5.
All right, we'll try and deny that. And
yep, doesn't get to go anywhere. That's fine. It was a long shot, but so that'll be it for my hero phase.
All right, and also just to note, this objective here is the Proving Grounds, because now with the new whoever goes second gets to choose which objective is the Proving Grounds. And we haven't noted before, but if you guys aren't aware, you can't choose the same objective twice to be the Proving Grounds. So since I chose this one first, I realized I didn't want it to be the other objectives because it might have made the out-muscle battle tactic a lot easier for Jesse. So it puts it to this one, so we can't go for that one this turn. All right, we'll be back after Nighthaunt turn 2 movement phase. All right, so into the movement phase for Nighthaunt. Heroes moving up, Jesse's hero pulling back from combat, as well as the Blade guys, getting ready to charge those guys in again and get their awesome abilities. Unit of 20 moving over here to engage on this front. Jesse was going to move him over here, but he had moved this unit of 5 first, and I got a cheeky 4-inch redeployment, so it made it pretty impossible for these guys who would have been about here to make that longer charge. And then, so they're coming over here to help deal with the Grey Seer and his Clanrats. Chainrats coming down, another unit of Blade Gas coming down, and Jesse's General also coming down, all possibly ready to charge in and help scoop this back corner up. So Jesse keeps me all on this half of the board over here to my left. So it'll be really great if he can get that all done this turn. But Nighthaunt have 1 actual shooting attack. What is it?
The Cruel Gaze Cruciator.
Let's see it.
Heading on 3 is just going to be shooting at... Let's shoot at the big boy.
Yeah. 2 hits.
2 wounds.
Ooh.
-2.
2, so 5 ups because he has +1.
1 damage.
5 up ward. Nope, takes another damage. So
Scratched
it's
him.
1 to 4. All right, and then go right into charge
yeah,
phase.
we'll go right into charge. Let's start off over on the spicy side.
So the more
We're going to start with these ones first.
So the chain rats. Let's see.
See if they can lock up the... Nope.
That's a 4. They're not rolling.
So we're going to go with these ones next.
The unit of 5, yep. So that's
That'll
a
do it.
12. So they're going crashing right
They like
into
to
those guys.
unleash.
But we are absolutely going to unleash hell. So I'm going to pause for a second and get another bucket of dice. All right, so 45 Unleash Hell here. We're -1 to hit because of Unleash Hell. Jesse did the charge impacts. He didn't get any 5s to mitigate my Unleash Hell shots here. So we're going to get 45 dice. We're just looking for at least 5 6s, hopefully. More is better. So we'll see the 6s. 4. Oh, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we can roll those guys real quick and see if we have to do any more.
So we did look it up. Can't use Discorporate because Discorporate specifically says in the shooting or combat phase.
All right.
So just to clarify, I did try to use it.
Yeah.
That's going to be...
That will get the unit there. So we can not have to roll a bucket more just to see some wound rolls there. So that will use my Unleash Hell, but we'll finish off that unit. It was important to kill those guys because those are part of his Headhunters battalion. So those 5 guys might have been less attacks than this potential 10 coming in here, but they're 2 damage each, so they do just as much potentially.
So I'm going to come back to this unit just in case because they do. I probably want to use the reroll, but I want to see if we can get these first.
Yep, for sure.
So the big unit come crashing into the rats there.
Yeah. So they get 5.
Be enough. Cruel Gas going in.
So for another trait, gets a 9.
Yeah.
And
So I'm going to just grab these.
Get those big nice Nighthaunt tokens to kind of mark those.
And then
Spirit Torment.
Yeah, Spirit Torment as well.
It's going 8, so he can definitely join the fun. And then
I'll go back to that unit actually.
Oh yeah, back over here.
I'm gonna use the reroll there.
Okay, so for this guy here. And 3 to a 3 is gonna be a fail.
Okay, so let's go back to there.
Oh, unfortunately.
There we go.
9. They're gonna make it because they got to deploy exactly 9 away.
So I'm gonna pile these in and then I'll do my...
And we'll see which traits you're gonna give everybody.
Yeah.
All right, so after charging, and Jesse's also going to be piling in with this first unit, just showing impact hits. I lost 3 of my Night Runners over here from charging in. And then he chose to put all of his mortal wound output into my general here. I passed some of those off to the Clanrats, who then did Death Frenzy, killing one of his Blade Geist, but also did 1 damage to my general there. So a lot little happening in that little off screen there, but just so you guys are aware. And Jesse, as I said, he's going into the Night Runners first because he wants to try and finish them off. So I will all out defense.
I'm going to be using all that attack over there.
Yeah, and then my only real quick thing before would be the monstrous action into these guys for Roar. And they're roared this time.
For you, so hitting on 2s.
Pretty solid. Go.
And I've got 3 6s, so 3 auto wounds.
Yep.
3.
There you are. Pretty solid. So +1, -1, so back to 5-ups for these Night Runners. Somehow survive this, boys. Ooh, I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Might be 1 or 2 left. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. And we lost 3 before. Yeah, there's going to be exactly 1 Night Runner left. Woo! All right. Then we're going to go with the General. And yeah, he's going to... I hate being -1 to wound, but he's got to try and thin down these guys for the sake of the Clanrats. So he's going to go all-out attack to negate his -1.
He's got 2 -1s right now.
Oh, right.
So it might not even be worth it.
Twice. So yeah, then I guess he will not all-out
Because
attack.
I think you'd only be negative.
Yeah, you can only be -1. So hitting on 4s, going into Blight Geist here. Oof.
Killed some.
And
2.
2.
He's 4s.
1 gets through for 3 damage.
And discorporate because you roared me.
So 3 dead. We'll take it. And then now we say goodbye to the last of our Clanrats here.
Yeah, I think that's the only...
Because with everyone getting in and pile in here, he's going to get everyone except for like 1 maybe, which can just go into my General there.
Yeah, so we'll just do that.
Okay. Easy. Yep. So 1 into the General real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
3.
For 3?
Oh, for 3?
Yep.
So +1, -1. So back to 4s. Yeah, he's good.
5.
We'll just see. I know we can't all out attack, so.
Oops. Roll that one there.
Yeah.
Point at 6s.
Solid.
Yeah, I don't think I can complain with that.
Because you're not all out, right?
Yeah, so 2s are dead.
That's still really awesome.
3s. There we are.
Alright. Clanrats going to 6s. They are definitely dead. But they will get to still have Death Frenzy, so we have 7 of them there. So we're going to get our 15 attacks because of our Clawleader there real quick. Just grab those dice quick. Got 5. I got 15. Alright, bring some down with you, boys. So hitting on 4s. Ooh, that's not very good. 4 hits. And then wounding on 5s. Ugh, nothing. They're gone. That's the last of the Clanrats.
So I'll just do my Cruel Gas there.
Yep.
So might as well... Well, I don't think I actually can all out attack. I already used it over there. So no all out attack.
All out defense. Oh, I used that over there.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So just 1 at -2.
-2, so 5 up.
2 damage.
Okay. Oh, so he takes 1. He's got 6 on him.
And the Guardian of Souls completely whiffs.
We're okay with that. All right, then our lonely Night Runner over there. I haven't removed my casualties, but he's got 2 attacks on him. Hitting on 3s. 1 hits. Wounded on 3s. He misses. He's so shaken, his whole squad's dead. All right.
So real quick, at the end of the combat phase, you get to bring back another 3 there.
3 there, yep. And then I can use my CP to auto pass that Night Runner just so he can be annoying. But that is going to be it for Nighthaunt Turn 2. Definitely going to be now getting this objective now that those Clanrats are gone. It gets that one back. Also secures the objective back there just by having at least 2 models within 6. So that'll be score 1, score 2, score more. And Jesse did destroy a unit, so he got his eye for an eye. So that'll be another 5 points for Nighthaunt this turn. And we'll get into Skaven Turn 2. Ooh, we got a lot of work to do.
All right, so turn 2 for Skaven battle tactic. We're going to try for outmuscle. So we're going to try and move these guys off of this objective here. So we got a lot of work to do, but we do have a bit of a plan here. So starting off, going to rally. The last Night Runner is just outside of 3 inches, so he's going to try and rally and get some of his buddies back into the fight. Right, so hopefully we get a few back here. 10. So we actually get 14 to roll. See some 6s. We get 1 back. All right. So we'll get 1 back there to start. Then we're going to activate our Peal of Doom ability. So it's going to be a 3, which gives us enemy units must subtract 1 from hit rolls for attack made by enemy units within 13 inches of the Screaming Battle. So that'll be really great once we possibly get into combat with these guys over here. And then for his casting, he's going to put Death Frenzy on the Clanrats. Gets that with a 14.
Not even going to try.
Yeah. And then he's also going to throw Mystic Shield on the Clanrats. Gets that with a 14. Right. Okay. Okay.
He's feeling magical.
Right? Then we're going to give... should I give more and more warp power? Or... Yeah, we want damage. So more and more warp power onto the Jezzails. So we get that with an 8. Think, yeah, you definitely have range. Yep, he's just over here. Yep.
I'll try to stop that one.
Stop that one, sure.
Nope.
Goes off. And then my general is going to try his dreaded Warp Gale. I guess he's going to try that point blank into the guy with the -1 wound. He fails that because he's not within 3 of there. But his command trait lets him reroll cast. So he's going to reroll it and still gets a 6. So he's going to fail that one. And then he will Flaming Weapon. Ooh. So he gets that with a 7.
General will try and stop that one there.
Sure thing.
Either way, I don't get it.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be it for casting. I guess he can't Skavenbrew himself. And then we're going to get right into movement for Skaven. All right, so end the movement phase there. Again, we forgot always, sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves. We forgot to mention our hero actions. I went Finest Hour with my Grey Seer, and Jesse tried to get a command point on one of his heroes, which he failed to get. But so end of the movement phase, Warp Lightning Cannon moving up ever slightly, Bombardier moving slightly, Jezzails moving slightly because they have the +1 to hit and wound for more and more warp power, so it's okay for those guys to move right now. And then everybody else getting moved up, ready to charge. And then cheekily was just wholly within 6 inches, so my Warpseer is out of there and out of danger for now, hopefully able to help support these guys over here. And maybe now if he's out of combat, we might be able to heal him up a bit. These guys running, trying to get the heck out of dodge, making sure we're not near that objective to deny Jesse quite a few battle tactics.
Yeah, also stopping, like, again, like the battle tactic from my general possibly killing them and then also outmuscle on the objective. So really good call on that.
Yeah, just getting them away. And then those guys can still run and shoot, so they still might be able to do a little something to those chain rests or even help out with these guys if they're within range there. So we're going to get started with the Warp Lightning Cannon. As always, cracking the Spark, giving +1 to damage. Turn 1, I didn't do any damage to myself. I'll just show it here for end of phase real quick. And he would be fine from his Spark this turn as well. But when we will start with the Warp Lightning Cannon, firing into these guys.
Blasting.
Always 12 dice, picking it up to 11, and let's see the power rating. It's a 4, so it's not not an automatic 12 wounds this time, which is not too bad. So 50-50, so average says I should get 6 mortal wounds. I got 6 mortal wounds.
All right,
perfect. All right, so that'll be 6 mortal wounds into first unit of Blade Dice.
Not a 1.
6 going down. And then we will go to the Jezzails. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s for these guys, but then they're going to be taking D3 mortal wounds in my next phase. Oops, so we missed with 1. But unfortunately, that eats and just goes to 2 mortal wounds, but it still kind of probably is beneficial for me without the 3 damage because Ethereal can be annoying to get through. So that's only going to be 3 for armor. Oh, so that's 1. So that'll be 6, 8
mortal wounds, or 8 ward saves.
Stop 1. So use another 7.
7 down. So what do we got left? So that was 6 the first time?
Yeah.
So 13 gone. Okay. And I think now with getting those kills on each end, yeah, you've taken my general out of range with his tail. And the Night Runners will just have to throw into those chain rasps over there. So they get 6 shots. Hitting on 4s, 6s or better. Oh, so all hit. 1's mortal wound so far. And then wounding on 4s. So 2 armor saves and 1 mortal so far.
2 armor saves.
Stops 1 there, so 2 mortals. Or ward saves. Whoop.
Stop 1.
Just 1 going through. Perfect. And lastly, then with the rocket from the Warlock. Turning it up to 11. Come on, 4+. Yeah, wounds on a 2+. Wounds. Can it get through the ethereal?
Yes.
It does for 2d6 damage.
Oh no. Oh,
that's 12 damage from the rocket. Hallelujah, Warlock Bombardier.
I was into the unit back there.
Yes, when we're out muscling. So that will finish them off.
Yeah. That kind of hurts you though a little bit, maybe.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, I can't charge onto the objective now, I guess, so I'll lose a point for score 2. But I'm okay with just making sure we kind of get the objective. Because even in combat with the Clanrats and everything, with just ethereal, it can always be pretty risky. But that's okay. We'll give up that point now and hope we get the double, because otherwise we're only going to get the double turn and maybe get back ahead in points, because we're only going to get 1 point for holding 1 objective and then 2 points for a battle tactic, because I don't have anyone within 6 inches to secure this guy. So it's only going to be 3 points for Skaven for turn 2.
Okay.
But then important roll off for priority here.
4.
Wasted the 6 on it. Fumbled it. So yeah, Nighthaunt do have the priority again. So do
I
guess it's a weird, like you're kind of far back, like, so
I think it's worth it just to like ensure that I keep getting as many points as possible.
Yeah, just to stay ahead.
Yeah, I think I will take it.
All right, so going to Nighthaunt turn 3 hero phase. All right, so start of Nighthaunt turn 3 hero phase. The proving ground is going to be in the back corner here, so just kind of waste it for this turn. But we're going to start with the rally. Oh, I guess your battle tactic.
We'll be choosing gaining momentum, so I need to pick an enemy unit on the battlefield, and I complete this battle tactic. If that unit is destroyed this turn, and I control more objectives than my opponent, picking the unit of 2 there. So with that, Patrick's decided he's going to rally him.
Rally him.
Oh, no.
Get 5 guys back. So that's pretty solid rally.
Pretty good.
So we'll pop those guys back, and then heroic actions.
We're going to try and get command point on my general, actually.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, I guess we did waste that finest hour over here, but that's okay. Try and get a command point, or no, I'm going to try and heal a general here. So he's going to heal D3. I got to, I guess, double check if his rule applies to himself. Yeah, friendly Skaven unit, so himself. Bravery of 10. So yeah, he's good. So he's going to get D3. So he gets 2 back. So I'm going back down to 4.
Okay.
And then
we're going to try and cast his spell to bring back the last model for that unit.
Okay.
It goes off.
Goes off. I think you're far enough back. Might be close enough.
I only get 1 back, but I could try.
There it is. You pull the 30 there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's 30.
Yep, you're good.
So we can try. We'll definitely try with the Grace here because we've got the bonuses. No, just ties it.
Okay. And then Spirit Torment. He's just going to charge an Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
Yep.
Gets it. Try to stop that as well. What'd you get it on? 8?
Yeah. I think so.
So with the plus, I think it is to unbind as well now. Clarifying the chart. No, it just says to casting. Never mind.
All right. So that'll be my hero phase.
All right, so we'll get into Nighthaunt turn 3 movement phase. All right, so in the movement phase, Blade Guy's moving up here. Going to try and get on this objective. I would love if he fails that charge. 2 characters moving up to support. It's General advancing, just advancing up. Yep. These guys moving up, trying to charge. Got another 3-inch redeploy from these guys here, but wasn't able to go straight back onto this objective as I'd like. As you can see, the chain rats, Jesse auto-6'd them. So they made a nice, perfect little block path to stop me from redeploying onto this objective with my Night Runners. So, but now we're going to see...
Ruler of the Spirit House, 4+, I got 10 Blade Guys back.
Yeah.
No!
Fails again.
All right. One day.
All right. So I think Buddy's out of range for his little shooting attack. So go right into charges. So where are we starting first?
Start with the big unit over here.
Into the Warp Lightning Cannon. Let's do it. That's an 11. That will absolutely get them places.
And then we're going to try for there.
Over here. And they get the 7.
Double check that.
Probably going to get in.
Yeah. We'll keep it.
Yeah, we're going to get in there. It's okay. But yeah, we would have saved. We're going to do our Unleash right here. Yep. So I'll show you the power level real quick. Oof.
Yes.
That's the worst. Oh well, I'll just make him blow himself up.
Explode, then you can't charge. Maybe.
Well, it would be after, right? You get to do the move anyways. Okay. So yeah. Would still happen, but he's going to do 2 mortal wounds into your face and take 4d3 and blow himself up.
So 4 mortal wounds. Takes out 4.
Kills 4. It's more than he would have done in melee. But Jesse will definitely still get to finish his charge 11 inches with these guys and apply their effects there. So I'll show you where these guys all end up. All right, so after piling in, doing some mortal wounds, killing 4 more of those Night Runners, so only 1 that stood up, still remaining from that fresh rally. These guys here, we saw, I did the Unleash, blowing up my Warp Lightning Cannon. He did all the mortal wounds. The 20 blob just annihilated the Warlock Bombardier. I think it was like 8 mortal wounds.
Yeah, something like that.
So he just got annihilated, and then now he's piling in, and he's got 7 guys without tagging my Grey Seer. So 7 guys into the Jezzails here. So 3 attacks apiece.
I will use all out attack.
You still have your Triumph.
Oh, yeah. Let's use it.
Yeah, so hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
Oh. Never used it.
That is not too shabby, but it's minus what I think Jezzails don't even have. We have a 6 up. Oh, 5 up.
All right.
But you had, oh yeah, you put the Shriek on the Warlock. You couldn't do it to him.
Yeah.
So, looking for 6s. Oh, get him on. So stop 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So there's 1 left with 1 wound remaining. But he is going to take D3 mortal wounds at the start of my hero phase.
Oh no.
And die from more and more warp power. So essentially those guys are going to be completely wiped. So that last guy with 1 wound remaining. And then we got some Night Riders. Get some revenge for us, boys. So 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. 1 damage.
1 damage.
We got 1.
I'll take, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Oh, we were even the -1 to hit on those ones.
Oh, wow. Right. I don't think it's going to matter for him.
And then he's going to pile in, and those guys are absolutely going to be decimated here. So we're just going to scoop those out because those 9 guys with the charge at 27 attacks can definitely kill 3 poor Night Runners. So that's going to be it for Nighthaunt this turn. And that's going to be another whopping 5 points. Because it's got score 1, score 2, score more, plus his battle tactic for 5. So that'll bring Nighthaunt up to 15 over Skaven's 8. So I guess we'll go into Skaven Turn 3 and see if there is a way for Skaven to come out of this. All right, so hero phase for Skaven. We're going to go for, this one is mine, and try and take these guys out with our general here. That's what we're going to go for. But start of the hero phase, D3 mortal wounds, doing the last mortal wound, killing off my poor Jezzail. Then we're going to see the Peel of Doom from the Grey Seer. So this one's going to do the 4-up, possibly D3 mortal wounds to everyone within 13 inches at the end of the hero phase. So definitely going to get these guys here, but might affect... Nope, those guys are just out.
I think these guys should be in.
Are going to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get the Chain Rest and the Blade guys here for the Peel of Doom. And then we're going to go for some casting. He's going to throw Death Frenzy on the Clanrats. With his +2, he will get it on an 8.
Okay. Try to stop it with my general.
Sure.
Nope.
Nope, goes off. And then he will also Mystic Shield on himself. Gets it with 13. Epic Skaven 13.
Can't do anything about that.
And then General's going to do his Dreaded Warp Gale. Looking for an 8. Gets it with a 7. But he is +1 from being within 3 inches of the Gnawhole, so gets it on an 8.
I'm too far from anything.
So that's going to be D6 mortal wounds for 5 mortal wounds into the Chain Rasps.
Okay.
And then their charge and run rolls are halved. And they cannot fly. They'll stop one of those, so only 4 going down. And then his last spell, he will Flaming Weapon. And he gets that with a 9 with the +1.
Can't stop that.
And then that is going to be it for our hero phase. We'll get right into Skaven Turn 3 movement. Alright, so into the movement phase, we are moving over here to get closer, try and clear off these guys on this side of the board here. Going to do my Prehensile Tail, a Deceiva, or a Warpseer, sorry. Hitting on 3s, so 3 hits. Wounding on 3s, so 3 wounds into the Chain Rasps for 1 damage each. Ren means nothing to them. 3 going through.
So that's
wards.
1 damage each?
Yeah. 3 going down. Blah. Making that charge a little harder, but should be able to still make it. Alright, gotta leave that standard bear. Alright, General charging in. Getting an 8. I think that's good enough for the other guys, so I might as well use it as my master trait. So yeah, so we'll keep the 8 and then show you where everyone ends up. Alright, so in the charges, both my characters slamming into the Chain Rasps and my Clanrats all getting right in there to fight some Blade Gas. Gonna start with a Stomp and hope we can get rid of those guys. Goes off for 1 mortal wound. Oh, of course there's gonna be 1 left, and I have
bet
to
he's gonna make a ward save
with the
too.
General. Oh, 2 left.
Called it.
Alright, so we'll go with the General first and pile him in, and should I split attacks and risk a battle tactic? Yeah, I will. I'll be silly. So he's going to put 4 into the Chain Rasps and 2 into these guys. After a pile in 3 inches, and he has a 3-inch blade, I can definitely reach those.
I'll use the Scorpion on the big unit.
On the big one? Okay, so 4 into the Chain Rasp. Using all-out attack. Come on. 2s. All hit. Wounding on 2s, ganks. Back to health. 4. There we go. Minus. Doesn't matter. They're on 5s.
Oh,
there we go. So that's 12 damage. He's got to make, 11 6-ups here.
See it.
I see it.
I'm going to say no.
We got him. So we got our battle tactic. And then the 2 attacks into the Blade Geist. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 1 goes through for 3 damage. But it discorporates, so 5-ups. Whoa! My goodness.
Boom, boom, boom.
They be hot today. Alright, but then Blade Geist get to punch back. Thankfully, they're not the 2 damage kind. But everyone's going to get to fight because they're within half an inch.
Okay, so just make sure I pile them in properly so no one yells at me.
And make sure we get that nice coherency. Still nice and great. Perfect.
I think there's still...
So 20 guys. Or yeah, so you got 9, so 18 attacks.
Okay. It's a little dicey. Alrighty.
Down 3s.
It's a lot of...
Whoa.
I was thinking about using all attack, and now I wish I did.
Yeah. But can't with the Scorpion.
That's true, that's true.
So 5?
6.
6. So minus a 1. So 6s going through. Oh, 6. So I need one more. Yep. So 6 guys.
That's a lot of 4s.
Yep.
Yes.
6 going down, but they're going to Death Frenzy and go right in. So just do those 6. Hitting on 4s. 1 hits. Wounds on 4. 1 wound. Save it. All right. So 6 going down so far. So we're down to 14. I'll make sure to do that. Get those guys out of the front, and then I would just pile in those to replace them. So just going to.
Oh, I haven't lost any yet. What am I doing?
Yeah, you haven't lost anybody.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully, we can kill some. So that will be so 14 with the Clawleader. That is going to be 15 attacks. And on force. Kind of okay. And we'll get on force. So that'll be 5. That's not too bad.
Great.
See if we can get a couple kills. Woof! 2 go through.
1 damage each, I
Just
assume.
1 damage, yep. And 2 going down. Okay. And then that's going to be it for Skaven. Turn 3. I'll just use my command point to auto pass morale. I don't think I killed enough to make Jesse even worry about morale for those guys. So that's going to be it for turn 3. So again, I'm going to score 1 and my battle tactic for 3 points, bringing me up to 11. And then I guess we can really see the priority roll here, but I think the Nighthaunt are going to end up winning it, where essentially I've denied Jesse his grand strategy because he needs 3 of his needed of his Relation Guard veterans to survive. So he's down to 2 units, so he can't get it. But my grand strategy is to kill all of his battle lines, so I still have to finish this unit here and this unit of 20. So, which Jesse can, if he gets priority, can just go the opposite direction and make it that much harder for these 2 heroes. And this guy's getting close to the point, if he gets rid of those Clanrats, my Grey Seer can't move. So he'll be really in trouble. So I guess we'll see priority roll here. 3.
So it would be your
So
double.
would be Skaven getting our double. All right, so we'll go and do Skaven turn 4. I guess if Nighthaunt got it, it was for sure over because you just blast ahead with another 5 points this turn. But we'll see what we can do with Skaven turn 4. All right, so battle tactic this turn is barge through their enemy lines. It took us a while to find one that I thought was even achievable. But again, double checking the territories for this one is quite large, and I am on Jesse's side, so I can get these 2 just over in this direction and make sure they're wholly within. So we'll start off with heroic action. I'm going to again heal my general. Gets it off. He's going to get 1, so he's not back to full. Got 1 wound on him. And Jesse's heroic action.
I don't even know. Let's just do Finest Hour just in case you try and go for this guy somehow.
Okay, so I'll just go off on him. Then Peel of Doom. We're going to get a 1, so I think that's the one where I finally hurt myself. Yeah, I'm going to take D3 mortal wounds that cannot be negated. So he takes 1 mortal wound. That's okay.
Not too bad, not too bad.
I want to do 7 to himself so we can try and crack the bell. But I think we're running out of turns for that. Then for casting, he's going to put Death Frenzy on Clanrats. With his +2, he will get it with a 7.
Try to stop it.
Yeah.
Stop
Stops the frenzy.
That's a good time for me to stop it.
Yep. Then he will Mystic Shield Clanrats. Gets it with a 6.
I think I'm too far.
Double check. Oh, you're in range.
Yeah, okay. We'll go for it.
Stops it with a 9.
Oh, that one's kind of over.
Alright. 6, so he ties it. So he gets it. So Mystic Shield on the Clanrats. They're going to do Dreaded Warp Gale from General. Looking for an 8. Gets it with a 9.
I'm out of denies.
Yeah. So D6 into these guys for 2 mortal wounds. Takes out 2. And their run and charge rolls are halved, and they do not get to fly anymore. And then his last, as always, Flaming Weapon. Gets it with an 8. That's going to be it for casting. So we'll get right into movement. All right, into the movement. Moving over here, staying away from Jesse's stuff as much as possible. I'm going to do my 4 prehensile tail attacks into the back of them. 4 hits. And 1 wound.
All right. Ethereal, go.
Good. And then we're going to go right into charges. So we're going to start with the general. He's going to get a 6. We use command point to roll it. And gets a 7. So we'll keep that as our roll for everybody, just so we don't have to risk rolling snake eyes on the Grey Seer. So we will charge in and see where everyone ends up. All right, so both of them coming slamming in here. Warpseer is a little bit like slightly closer, but it's got to do that like floating on this kind of spot there, but just have him kind of in a safe spot there. But both of them charging in. He's going to try and roar, so he can't discorporate. You got to roar off. We'll go with that. And then we will start with the general, because he's got flaming weapon.
Loose dice.
Dice on the ground. And give him all-out attack. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. Ooh, there's some 1s. And wounding, so 4 wounds.
Okay.
Stops 2, so 6 damage. Ooh, and that'll get the rest of the squad.
Yeah.
So wipe those guys out, and then that's going to be it for Skaven turn 4 here. I have been able to be towing within 6 with the general, my general there, so we will snag that objective. So I have 1 objective, 2 objectives, and my battle tactic for 4 points, bringing me up to 15. Yeah. So just tying, but then now Nighthaunt are going to get the chance to score, so let's see what they can do. All right, so after talking it out off camera real quick, Nighthaunt are just going to be able to win kind of no matter what Skaven really has to do here. Jesse just has to kind of avoid me, and by keeping these guys alive, with only 1 turn left anyways to try and fight them, it's a lot of work to kill all 20 of these guys, but by not securing this objective, Jesse can just stay over here, get his battle tactic for again, just for the same one that I got, which was, sorry, what was that? Barge through the enemy lines. So having his 2 heroes, he gets his battle tactic. He gets 4 points this turn. He goes up to 19. If he wins priority, he can possibly get another battle tactic, or he gets another 2 points, and he goes up to 21. But then on my turn, there are no battle tactics left for me. The only like achievable one is like my Clanrats have to fight another veterans unit, and they would have to be the ones to kill this unit. So that's not going to happen. So again, I would get 2 points. So roughly, best case scenario for Skaven, the score would be like 21-17, with neither of us securing our grand strategies and giving up a battle tactic on turn 5. So
we also talked about, like, we did talk about maybe sending them over to that one, but the problem being is then I might be giving up a grand strategy.
Yeah, I might get 3 points if I'm able to finish them in turn 5, and he'd only get the 1 extra point, so he would be at 5, and then he'd get his 2 again the next turn, so he'd be at 22 instead of 21, which would, again, might be slightly better, but then I would be at, it'd be more like 22-20, even if I could achieve it, but maybe there's a battle tactic, so it could result in a tie game if somehow on turn 5 I could wipe an entire 20 unit of Chain Rest with the Bell, my Warpseer, and what's left of my Clanrats. But again, chances are that's beyond lucky. So to even avoid that outright of even happening, Jesse just has to avoid it and just stay over here on this side of the board.
So looking at battle tactics, actually, we could do, we could just basically both say that we do get Desecrate their lands as well, because I think you would be able to get that one. In the final turn, but so would Jesse as well, with just any of these terrain features. So just keep the points.
So the points would just kind of match in the final turn, but Nighthaunt will take the victory on this one against Skaven.
The Nighthaunt finally get a victory.
Let's go, Nighthaunt.
They finally got one.
All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle report. We'll be showing off Skaven a lot over the next coming weeks to really show off the new book, because they're one of my favorite armies by far, if you guys haven't figured that out on the channel. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe to All Things Gaming Grats to make sure you guys stay up to date on all of our content. Don't be afraid to check out Thunder Games and Gifts for any of your used hobby miniature needs. Those guys are great. And as always, we'll see you guys next time for another exciting battle report.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. For real, we're almost at 1,000. All right, have a good one.